What's up guys, Shouri here, and today we're going to go over Skadi and how I like to use it in different situations, which makes it really effective. And I even go into my strategy on how to use this character while it's lagging really bad, playing on Asia server at 300 ping, so if you end up doing a lot of laggy games, that's definitely a part you don't want to miss. But basically, your best bet with this character is to go for headshots, which is obvious, it's the best for everything. But on this one in particular, your centering is really important. That way, when you come across corners, you will already be on top of people's heads. The reason that this is so important is the fact that this character can two-shot a lot of people, and even tanks it only takes 3 or 4. So, as long as you're hitting headshots, you're doing great, and it is just something that you gotta get used to with this character. Usually about 30% of your shots being headshots is a game that you'll always win. Right here, I use my ability and they both jump over it at the same time. What are the odds 2 people on the other side of the wall jump over your ultimate without meaning to? That's just absolutely insane. But what we're going to do right here is we're losing the fight and I'm just having trouble hitting headshots, so I'm going to hit him with my web. It does a great job of doing that, but also kill myself, whoops. But right here in the next game, we're going to start out and try to use the wall to wall strafe and peek him. It didn't end up working that great, and I lost about a minute with no kills, and we get the other 14 in about 2 minutes. This game was absolutely insane, and I'm going to show you some different tricks you can use with your web to get out of things and just kind of speed yourself up even. But right here, we're getting headshots by strafing right to left and having auto fire on. That way, when you pass over their head, it will always hit headshots, and it's super important with this guy to get those headshots because you need the fights to end as fast as possible and be able to move on to the next one, especially in team games where your greatest asset as Skadi is your web, not even your kills, because when you have things like Johnny Jet and his little thing, or an Aletta, or really anything with good mobility that needs to be up close, you can web them, completely neutralizing them. Things like Victor as well completely just get neutralized by Skadi's web. So if you can do things like play free-for-all and get used to how to shoot and kill people quickly with Skadi, you are going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with when it comes to team games. I always like to learn my characters in free-for-all because you can work on little things one by one and you don't have to worry about screwing your team over. Right there, we go ahead and web him, getting the easy kill. Remember, after you web him, instead of going back and forth like I do to get the headshots, you can just literally sit it on their head since they can't really do much. And another cool thing you can do with your web is use it to fling yourself backwards and immediately turn around. That way you're flinging yourself in a forward motion, and you can actually use your web even without needing it for a kill, just to get yourself places like to a heal faster. And as soon as you hit it, you just do a 180, and that way you are still moving forward with all your momentum. And it's really, really useful, especially like I said, to get heals, or if you just need to get to line of sight or to your teammates in a team game. Right there, we go 15 and 3, and that was only with about 30% headshot percentage. So you gotta realize the more you get better at hitting those headshots, the better you'll do. And around 30% is all you really need to be able to do. In the last game, I get closer to 50%, but I'll show you all that. That was also with a lot of lag. But the strategies do need to change as lag grows. But right here, we are playing on a North American server, so we don't have to worry about that. And right here, we use our web not only to keep him in place and being able to hit him for a little bit of damage, but it also launches us back, which disrupts their auto fire and their aim assist. And so while you're down in the fight, especially against something like a Gloria or Mark that takes a little bit to get back going, it's really nice to disrupt that by using it, even though you don't necessarily have to do it to get them damaged or keep them in place, but just simply getting out of the way is important. Right there against the shell, webbing him in place makes it to where he goes invisible, but he can't move anywhere, so you can just sit there waiting for him to come back and you're good to go. Right there, we are able to take out the hunter and then get out of the way after getting a heal and just waiting because we don't know where the mark is and he can see us, so we gotta be careful. Right there, we turn around and because of our centering being perfect, it's a headshot, giving us a 7 kill streak. Right there, we do end up webbing the Jabali in place, keeping us alive and giving us just enough time to be able to get him down. Right here, we're going to move on, going ahead, getting some more headshots, and like I said, Skadi is so good when you get these headshots, because for most characters, it's a 2-shot kill, and usually if you can get one headshot, the other 2 body shots would kill them also, so as long as you can make sure you get one of them at headshot, then it's a 3-shot kill, which is perfectly fine. Right there, we go ahead and get the Jabali in place with the web, and then we just gotta try to get his shields down, which is absolutely horrible with this character. Luckily though, the mark does help me out, and we do kill him before he ends up getting it though, so he wastes his ultimate. Right there, we used our web to get out of the way. We run, go ahead and get a heal, and then we miss so many shots. But it's all good, we do get him in the end, so it ends up working out, and then we're just going to keep on going and roaming, because that is the best part about Skadi, is you can get out of things by using your web, and then you can also kill people really fast because of that. As you saw right there, we web shoot them, and it is a quick kill. A lot of the times it will be a 1-shot kill if you hit a headshot and web them, so it is all good. Right here, we are able to web out of the way so the hunter can't kill us, but then like literally every kill of ours gets stolen, and then we just can't take out the hunter. Right there, I go ahead and web myself backwards, that way I can get on this head glitch, which means I'll have cover, and I end up shooting him through the wall with my ultimate because it was just easier. But right here is definitely the hardest thing to do, which is playing on 300 ping. So the best way to get headshots with this is to go back and forth over their head very slowly. This way you are only shooting and getting headshots. I have nearly a 50% headshot percentage this game, even on 300 ping, because I am being so perfectly methodical about the headshots, because shooting quickly is not the important thing when you're lagging this badly. What is important though is making sure every shot counts, and the slower you go, the less the lag will matter. That's why I am going back and forth on my strafe while keeping it still, instead of going right to left with my right thumb, aiming it. And this ends up making it to where you go over their head slower, which again is the most important thing. Right here, we are going to go ahead and heal and try to get out of it, but we didn't end up healing because of the lag, so I just died for no reason. But it is what it is. We end up getting our kill stolen there, and we go after this guy right there. I try to create some separation because I didn't want him to turn around and just end up killing me with his hologram. But what we do end up doing there is having Discord notifications on, so protect people's privacy. That's why that thing came up at the top. But luckily, we do end up getting them out, and right here, I'm just lagging back and forth. It's so rough, man. But luckily, our ultimate doesn't care about lag, and our shots are doing pretty good. They are definitely better than most characters in lag, but you have to be very specifically going in a strafing pattern right to left slowly, otherwise you are going to miss, and it will have a lot of the same problems other things do with lag. And right here, I am really worried he's going to kill me, so I go and wait for him, but then I do a quick motion, which means the lag is just going to miss. It really sucks, but like I said, you gotta get used to slowing it down, or you're just going to miss. But luckily, if they're moving straight on, you can just web them, get them low, and it's an easy kill. Or do what I like to do and just hit your ultimate through walls, because like, hey, that's nice. But we were able to get that kill with a nice 180 spin on it. Then we were able to steal the other guy's kill right at the end, getting a nice win on 300 ping, going 15-8 with 44.9% headshots, which is absolutely insane. Those guys were all really high rated and good players. Great games to them. Let me know if you like this. Please give it a like, send a comment to help with the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you to my donators and channel members, and I hope you all have a great day.